So they're like, oh, okay, great. We'll check the Asian box, but you don't have anybody lobbying for you. You guys don't have an NAACP. You don't have a GLAAD. And because we're a smaller, newer group that very disparate, very separated, everybody's kind of tokenized. There's just one. There wasn't anybody really fighting for us. And so I took a little bit of a step back. I got the TV pilot, and then I did a really great film, but while I was doing it, I was trying to figure out how to change the system. How do I
Is this what started your advocacy work?
That's exactly right. But I didn't know it would become an advocacy group. I just started to research and study, and I'm very legally minded. I grew up in DC. We brought our family out of refugee camps, and clearly hearing that as a little kid, legal conversations with lawyers and immigration agents and stuff like that. So my childhood is somehow feeding me to understand how to process these kinds of roadblocks. And so I organized a group of actors, and I launched a coalition called MENA Arts Advocacy.
What's been the impact like on Hollywood?
I don't think the impact has been great. I mean, listen, the impact comes from people like me getting a job on Suits LA, named Roslyn Noori. The impact comes from Rami being on Poor Things. It comes from Rami Malek winning an Oscar for Bohemian Rhapsody. It comes from Mindy Kaling creating Kaling International and creating shows like Never Have I Ever, which are coming of age stories about an Indian American girl that are funny and quirky and not just, the traditional, oh, my mom wants me to marry and I don't want to marry, it comes from creators and creatives and people making an impact in the industry existing as they are.
What advice would you give to other pursuant like actors or actresses who just want a career in the arts, but they don't normally come from a background where, the arts is pushed for, strive for?
I definitely want young girls to feel free. I want women to feel free to make their own decisions and free to give and love in the way that they want to and create their own career paths, whatever that looks for, whether or not it's something that's celebrated in their community or not. I think if you always have to follow whatever your passion is. If you keep talking about something, looking at something, going to see a play, if you have to follow that passion, and then you have to just really understand what your craft is.
Thank you so much for joining, and I hope you enjoyed the chat.